morning, Crafty peeps. So today we're going to be working on our fourth Craftology box tutorial for September. And we're using the Carta Bella Haunted House paper collection. So anyway, let's get started. We're going to do a 12 by 12 layout today. The paper that I'm using has the little witches brooms on here that are so stinking cute. And then there are the witches on the other side. I decided to go with something that was not so loud in the background. Okay, it's just easier for me to be matchy, blendy, blendy, if you want to call it that. So I'm going to get you're going to have your 12 by 12 sheet of paper. And then your next sheet of paper is going to be, or pattern cardstock, is going to be 12 by 5. Okay. And then we're going to go ahead and ink our edges with some black ink or whichever ink you choose to do. Okay, so normally I like to use my art glitter glue, but today I'm going to use some score tape because I want to lay it down into place and then add, a design later. I may want to tuck things underneath is what I'm trying to say here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do 2 strands of my score tape on the back side that I do not want. Okay. And then I'm going to burnish it in. And what I'll do is I'll come back in later and add my glue. Okay. And peel that off. And then I'm just going to pretty much put this in the center. I mean, I'm close. We're just a little bit above the 3-inch line. I can see that right there. I'm going to burnish that in. Okay. And then my next paper that's going to be patterned is going to be where I would normally have my picture. Okay, so this is going to be sort of like what I would call my frame. This is going to be 4.5 by 6.5, and I went ahead and inked my edges, but you know what, just to make sure. Let me add a little bit more there. And I'm continuing on with the black, just going along with the Halloween design here. And I'm going to do the same exact thing with my score tape. I'm going to put it in the center so that if I want to lay stuff down, I can. But actually, before I put this down, there is one thing I know that I definitely want on there. Is going to be my sticker sheet. I have 2 pieces here that I want to use. So I'm going to use this one right on top. And probably the best thing to do is to start over here. And wow, what happened here? It didn't go exactly 12 inches. That's interesting. Okay. So I'm just going to cover over those dots and burnish it in. And then I know for sure I want this down here. So I don't even really need to add glue under there. I seriously doubt it's going to lift. So let me just put it right here at the tip. And I'm going to burnish that in. Okay, so now I pretty much have an idea of what I'm wanting. Let me go ahead and trim off this. I don't want anything hanging off. There we go. And I'm just going to kind of put this off center, following along with these lines right here to make sure it's straight, or these polka dots. Okay, and that looks pretty good. Then for my solid cardstock, and you don't even have to do this. If you already have a photo that you're going to put there, you can go ahead and put it here. If you're going to sell this, then you know to put your stamp that says photo goes here, okay? And this one is 4x6. Exactly the size photo that I would use for this. Whoops. And I'm going to burnish that in. Okay. Then I used one of my little what I call faux washi pieces, and this one is automatically a 1/2 inch, okay? And then I cut it to 7 inches, okay? And I know I want this to tuck underneath here. I am probably going to go ahead and burnish this edge because this is what they will see. Not burnish, I'm sorry, Distress ink it. I'm just getting the very edge there. And this one, I know I want to tuck it underneath here. I'm just going to do it like about there. Probably, I'm sorry, I'm going to pull it out just a little bit more, so just the like edges underneath there. And then I have 2 of my tags left over from last month. I'm actually going to cut these because I screwed up and I went ahead and cut this without knowing it. So I'm going to do about 2 inches on this one. I'm sorry, let's make it 2.5 for right now. You might want to wait to cut yours until I'm done. And I'm going to do 1.5 on this one. And you can save this for something else. So I know that I would want it right about, and I'm thinking I can push this underneath here. If I slice it across, I can lift it a little bit from that score tape. Although it is quite hard, once you put score tape down, it's pretty much down. And I think for this one, I'm going to have to cut it down just a tad. So we said this was 2.5. Let's take off 1/4 inch. And really for you, it will depend on where you place this. I probably should have placed it exactly 3 inches. But I goofed, and now it's a little too late for that. Take off 1/8 inch. Make sure it's not, yep, it's still, okay. Let me just cut this and then I'll give you the real measurement, guys. Give me a second here. Okay, after all that, just make it 2 inches. Good grief. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to line it up right underneath there. I know I definitely want these here. Let's see if we should give this a little bit of a design. Something a little ooky spooky. Let's see what we can do here. We have our gesso. Guys, sorry, I'm just looking for something here. see if I can find it. I had it yesterday. Okay, guys, hold on. Okay, so remember how we have this ribbon here in our kit? I'm going to go ahead, or it's like a lace. I'm going to go ahead and do some kind of ooky spooky design on here with my distress ink. See how crazy that looks? I love it. And that looks pretty cool. Okay, so I'm just going to continue that on over here. And all I'm doing is patting it right on top. I'm not really like brushing it in there. But that's what I love about these makeup brushes, is that I don't have to work too hard to do this. Okay, so I missed a little spot there. Let's get that one in there. There. So I think that looks pretty cool for now. Now let me get back out my 12 by 12 layout here. And I'm going to go ahead and, you know what, I wonder if I should go around these edges here. Yeah, that looks a little better. Okay. And now I'm just going to glue it down. But I got to do this fast because I messed up. I really want to get my first one down. That's going to go in the background. All right, now I got to hurry. Come on, glue. Work with me today. And then now I'm going to have to re-glue this one a little bit. Whoops. Oh. Okay, and burnish that in. I think that's looking pretty cool. Okay, so now I know I said I wanted this under there on my left side. Good. Time for me to get more glue, guys. I'm just going to line it right up there to the edge of that card. Trying to make it look straight. Okay. It's looking pretty good. And And I'm going to, this one is, these are just basically scraps. 6.5 by 7/8. I'm just going to ink my edges on that one as well. Ah. And again, same thing, just making sure it looks straight. And it does. Burnish that in a little bit. If there's any excess glue coming off, just wipe it down. Okay. I know I definitely want my ooky spooky tree on here. It's probably not such a good idea to do this on the paper, but and move it over a little bit. Okay, and I'm going to press down. Oh my word, come on. And this is the only tricky part right here. There, that looks pretty good. Okay, so now I know that I already went ahead and inked the edge of this. I kind of want that one down here. So I'm going to go ahead and ink it. This is one of the cut-aparts from the collection. Oh, yes, guys, you know that you need more glue when you're down to the very last drops, right? Okay. And I'm going to leave this up a little bit on this one corner because I want to make sure I can tuck my photo underneath there. Let's see what else we have. Okay, I made a little paper clip bow tie right there. It's so cute. And I think I'm going to tuck it under here. Now I can go ahead and add my glue. And I'm going to press down with my dry wipey. Oops. Let me ink the edges of this again. Make sure it's as dark as I want it. So I'm going to go ahead and ink just this side because, you know, I still want to be able to stick my photo underneath there. In fact, I can just ink it a little bit right there. Alrighty, so far it's looking really good. Let me get out my sticker sheet. I know that I loved how it says Halloween, so I'm going to add a little bit of glue on here to make sure that it stays. I think that looks okay there. Not so sure if I like it, but it's too late to change it now. Just wipe off any of that excess glue there. I really like these little beakers. So I'll probably put that right there. And let's see what else we have here. This is kind of where you just, you know, try to have fun with it. You could put this here to kind of combine these together, make it cohesive. And remember how we had our witches in last time? Thinking I'm going to put her right there. And again, I'm not going to press that down there because I want that photo to go underneath. So I'm really liking how this is turning out. A couple other things I might do is, see, I've already got the brooms there, so I'm thinking I like how it is. So that is your really super stinking cute 12 by 12 layout. I cannot wait to see what y'all come up with, so don't forget to share it in our group page, Scrapbookers of CountryCraftCreations.com on Facebook. Thanks, y'all. Have a good one. Bye. Mwah.